I'm talking to Halfway to Hazard, Chad and Cool. The guy in the camera, that one.
Hi, I'm David.
You know, I don't think that it's always the smartest guy and the most talented guy that makes it. I really think it's a lot of times it's the most tenacious.
Backstreet Boys all night. First of all, the crowd over here wants us to do the Backstreet Boys lean together.
The lean.
The lean, the kind of. Yeah. Can you do it? Can we do it together?
When we did
Can
like
you
this?
Yes, that's what we want. Oh.
And the bigger your feet are, the better.
Yeah. You got big skis. If we had skis on, we could go, woo.
Yes, that's what they wanted. Tell me a little bit about the faces of the kids. I know that charity is so important, so when the instruments arrive, tell me about the kids' faces.
That's what we do, To see the kids' faces and to know you've given them something that they wouldn't have had you not given it to them is unbelievable feeling. It's more of a feeling for us, I think, than it is
It's
for
an
them.
immediate gratification, honestly, because, you know, in the music business, what we do, a lot of times it can take months or years to look back and see what the heck have I been doing with all my time. But when we purchase these instruments and we have them on stage and we do a big reveal and the kids are like, oh, and they freak out, and all the, you know, the band directors and the music directors and the principals of the schools come up and they're in tears and they're like, thank you, you know, our band program was on the verge of being shut down and blah blah blah, so you guys saved it. So
it's ridiculous.
I mean, it's a real deal, and I got the chills too.
Stop it. You're watching the Grindstone Podcast with Shane and Cody. We're here with Clarence Spalding. It's a great honor to be with you today. Truly, you've been one of the guests I've been most excited to talk about as an aspiring musician. Somebody like you is just so great to be able to have a conversation with. First of all, congratulations on tonight, and we wanted to ask you, what are you most excited about tonight?
Well, I'm not excited about getting up, okay? I'll tell you that. It's not my thing, but, you know, my family will be there, so it's a good night for them. So it's, you know, I'm more excited for my mom than I am for me, so I think it'll be a good night for her.
Absolutely. You know, you said something interesting that, you know, you kind of are excited about this for your family. As a musician myself, and Cody, as a guy in the industry on the video side, you know, you spend so much time working, and, you know, you sacrifice a lot, and a big part of that is family. So it's neat that you kind of acknowledge that family does that. What is the balance between your work and your business and your family?
Well, in the beginning, there's none. You know, in the beginning, when I was on the road with Exile, that's what we did, and that was my job. And it just feels like, you know, the more successful I got, the more boundaries I was able to put up. But it's still, you know, the music business is a tough business, and it's not all limos and award shows. So, but it's, you know, my kids grew up in it, and my wife, we dated 8 years before we got married, and we've been married 30 years. So it's not as if she came in late and, you know, tried to figure out what I was doing. She was there all along. So they sacrifice a lot, and but. You know, it's been a fun ride for all of us, and I try to include them as much as I possibly can, and, you know, the fun things and, you know, the crap things I keep them away from.
Okay, guys, we're here with Montgomery Gentry. First off, I'd like to say it's such an honor to meet you guys, especially being from Kentucky. If you could explain to me, you guys being from Kentucky, being from this area, Rupp Arena's right there, you know, and then tonight and just tell me the kind of feeling that gives you guys, the kind of pride and stuff that goes along with being from Kentucky, and how many good musicians have came from here.
For me, I think it's cool. It kind of comes full circle, you know. Grew up playing the clubs and the bars around here, playing all around New Circle Road, dreaming of one day playing Rupp Arena. And, you know, we finally had an opportunity and hosted a couple of New Year's Eve shows here and played with a few other artists here at Rupp Arena, and now being inducted to the Hall of Fame here. It kind of brings it back full circle, and it's just the pride of being a part of this, you know, growing up right here for me in Central Kentucky, and him just Lexington, him just right outside of here, to be honored with all these greats that have been inducted in the past and that will be inducted tonight. It's just flattering, and it's beyond words.
Yeah, it's just it's unbelievable. I know, because I know, you know, when we was playing the nightclubs here 6 nights a week, 7 nights a week, we was like, man, we can't wait to that one day, man, to play Rupp Arena, man. And then when it comes, it just, I mean, it's probably the nervousest I've ever been on stage, when we hit it. So,
there's two types of kids, growing up. You're playing basketball, you dream of playing basketball at Rupp Arena. If you're playing music, it's
Can we do it together?
One we did like this.
Yes, that's what we want. Oh.
And the bigger your feet are, the better.
Yeah. If you got big skis. If we had skis on, we could go, woo.
Yes, that's what they wanted. Kid.
I thought you were going to say Backstreet's Back.
Yeah, that.
Oh, that too? Oh. Okay, well, tell me a little bit. Maybe tell me like a shenanigan. I know. You guys are cousins.
Yep.
Maybe tell me a little bit. You are, right? You like Eastern Kentucky, don't you? You play along. Tell me like a funny little time you guys got in trouble as meanest little boys, as cousins, and maybe you never got caught. And this is your chance to admit it. Did you all get into no good as kids growing up in Kentucky?
A little bit. Well, me and Brian's older brother Harold used to terrorize him. We'd get in my mom's makeup and put stockings over our face and then put makeup and lipstick all over it and chase him around the house and get in trouble for that.
I was scarred for life.
Then on our farm in Harrodsburg,
we ran around the horse ring.
My brother had a horse ring that he would train his horse on, and it rained real good there one spring. And we all went down there and ran around that track and basically went swimming in the mud. We got in trouble for that.
It's okay.
You got sick from that.
But the thing was is that when we were running around, I was so little that they would run right over me. And it was like,
and he was
right in the mud.
Good sound
And by
effects.
the time
Yeah,
I got
that's
up,
good. I know that.
they were around again. It was like, you like that. I'm sorry.
Then out on the farm, we play hide and seek and kick the can and all that good stuff over in Harrodsburg, Kentucky.
She's posing for
I'm posing, bro. Come on.
You see a lot of musicians. You've been around a lot of people, yourself included, who have had a lot of success. Surely you've seen some kind of common denominator. How do you know what that it factor is when you look at a person, meet a person? How do you know that person's got something ahead for them?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think there are people that specifically know that when they see it. I mean, I know what I like. It's easy for me to make that decision, but I don't think I'd be a good judge, like say, of new talent and things. I see people all the time that I think these people got what it takes, and then I never hear from them again. But there are people that they just know. You meet somebody so charismatic like Cash or Garth Brooks or something, there's no denying that. I can't explain it, but there's a magnetism about those people that people want to be around, And I've been lucky to be around that 4 or 5 times in my life. And it's, I don't know, I met all these people when I first moved to town, and we all worked at this same company that Ricky's publishing company is for, and they were all so much better than me. And they all took me under their wing, and kind of showed me what I was going to have to do if I wanted to be in the industry.